ఈ ప్రాంగణంలోనికి విచ్చేశారు.
Honorable Chief Marshals, Sri Adityanath Das IAS, Chief Secretary of Andhra Pradesh, Sri D. Gautam Sawang IPS, Director General of Police of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Praveen Prakash IAS, Principal Secretary to State of Government. Honorable Governor is ready to stand and officers in uniform to salute.
परेड सलामी देगा राष्ट्रीय सैल्यूट सलामेशस करेगा बाजू शस्त्र
Parade Commander Shri Bindu Madhav Garikapati IPS is coming forward to the saluting diet. Honorable Governor is going to review the parade. Sri D. Gautam Sawang IPS, the Director General of Police of Andhra Pradesh, is accompanying Honorable Governor on review vehicle.
గౌరవనీయులైన ముఖ్యమంత్రి వర్యులు శ్రీ వైఎస్ జగన్మోహన్ రెడ్డి గారు, మంత్రులు, ఎమ్మెల్యేలు, ఎంపీలు, వారి కుటుంబ సభ్యుల అభివాదానికి ప్రత్యభివాదము చేస్తూ పెరేడ్ పరిశీలనకై వెళుతున్నారు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ విశ్వభూషణ్ హరిచందన్ గారు. స్వతంత్ర భారతదేశ చరిత్రలోనే ఎన్నడూ లేని విధంగా అభివృద్ధి సంక్షేమ ఫలాల్ని ఏకకాలంలో అందిస్తున్న సవ్యసాచి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రి వర్యులు.
విశ్రమ్ హోగా
ఇండియన్ ఆర్మీ కంటింజెంట్ ను పరిశీలిస్తున్నారు కంటింజెంట్ కమాండర్ సుబేదార్ ముఖేష్ కుమార్ చౌదరి.
Honorable Governor is reviewing the 2nd Battalion of APSP Kurnool Contingent. Contingent Commander Shri G. Srinivas Rao, Reserve Inspector. And Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Sri
निकट लाइन चलेगा निकट लाइन चल परेड बगल शस्त्र करेगा बगल शस्त्र परेड कंपनी वार कुछ कॉलम में मन से गुजरेगा गिनती से एक कंपनी आगे चलेगा परेड दाहिने मोड़
There are various other contingents. Indian Army Contingent, 2nd Battalion APSP Kurnool Contingent, 3rd Battalion APSP Kakinada Contingent, 9th Battalion APSP Venkatagiri Contingent, 14th Battalion APSP Anantapuram Contingent, 16th Battalion APSP Vishakhapatnam Contingent.
జరుపుకునే ఈ రోజు అదిగో శత్రు దుర్భేద్యమైన రాజ టీవీతో కదలి వస్తున్నాయి వివిధ కంటింజెంట్లు. కర్తవ్య నిష్టకు, కఠోర దీక్షకు, భారతమాత రక్షకు నిరంతరం అప్రమత్తంగా ఉండి ఎముకలు కొరికే చలిలోనైనా, చండ్ర నిప్పులు చెరిగే మండు టెండలోనైనా దేశ భద్రత కోసం అహరహం శ్రమించే ఇండియన్ ఆర్మీ కంటింజెంట్ ప్రేక్షకుల్ని రోమాంచితులను చేసే కవాతు చేస్తూ కదలి వస్తోంది. కోట్లాది భారతీయులమైన మనమంతా కుటుంబాలతో కంటి నిండా నిద్రపోతున్నామంటే దానికి కారణం కుటుంబాలకు దూరంగా ఉండి దేశ సరిహద్దులకు కాపలా కాస్తున్న వీర సైనికులే. అదే విధంగా వరదలు, తుఫానులు, ఉప్పెనులు వంటి ప్రకృతి వైపరీత్యాలు సంభవించినప్పుడు మేము ఉన్నాము అంటూ భరోసా ఇస్తూ సహాయ పునరావాస సేవలు అందించడములోనూ, ఎన్నికలు, భారీ సభలు జరుగుతున్న సమయాల్లో సంఘ విద్రోహ శక్తులు పెట్టేబిక్కకుండా చూడటంలోనూ, దేశ అంతర్గత భద్రతను కాపాడటానికి ప్రాణాన్ని పణంగా పెట్టిన ఉగ్రవాదుల్ని అంతము చేయడం కొరకు సదా సన్నద్ధంగా ఉండే ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రత్యేక పోలీస్ సాయుధ దళాలు తమ కవాతుతో ప్రేక్షకుల్ని మంత్రముగ్ధుల్ని చేస్తున్నాయి.
The entire parade is led by parade commander, followed by 2 IC and various contingent, courageous and unique contingent, Indian Army contingent, saluting and honoring today's chief guest and honorable governor of Andhra Pradesh.
ఈనాటి కార్యక్రమ ముఖ్య అతిథి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ శ్రీ విశ్వభూషణ్ హరిచందన్ గారికి గౌరవ వందనాన్ని సమర్పిస్తూ ముందుకు వస్తోంది ఇండియన్ ఆర్మీ కంటింజెంట్.
The contingent is commanded by Subedar Mukesh Kumar Chowdhury. The Artillery Center Hyderabad Golconda was raised on 15th August 1962. Its main motto is Governor of Andhra Pradesh. The contingent is commanded by Sri G. Srinivas Rao, Reserve Inspector. 2nd Battalion APSP is one of the senior most battalions in the state, established at Kurnool town in the year 1954. This force of the battalion was utilized to unearth the Rajagras movement erupted in case and esteemed Governor of Andhra Pradesh. The contingent is commanded by Sri J. Chennakeshava Rao, Reserve Inspector. 9th Battalion APSP was raised in the year 1991 in Nellore district. The battalion started functioning at Tadipatri in the year 2008 and later shifted to Ananthapuram in the year 2014. Since 2005, this contingent Vishakhapatnam. It performed anti-extremist duties in AOB areas in Araku, Paderu subdivision, Vishakhapatnam rural. The battalion also performed police station protection land contingent with melodious music, saluting and honoring today's chief guest and honorable governor of Andhra Pradesh. The contingent is commanded by Sri Panduranga Rao, Reserve Inspector.
ఉమ్మడి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ లో ఉన్న ఏపీఎస్పీ బ్యాక్ పై బ్యాండ్ ను తెలంగాణకు కేటాయించగా, రాష్ట్ర విభజన తర్వాత ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ లో గౌరవనీయులైన డీజీపీ గారు ప్రత్యేక చొరవ తీసుకొని సుమారు 10 లక్షల రూపాయల వ్యయంతో 2019వ సంవత్సరంలో ఏపీఎస్పీ బ్యాక్ పై బ్యాండ్ను ఏర్పాటు చేసి 5 నెలల పాటు హైదరాబాద్ ఆర్టిలరీ సెంటర్ నందు శిక్షణ ఇప్పించి గౌరవ వందనాన్ని సమర్పిస్తూ ముందుకు వస్తోంది ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ సాంఘిక సంక్షేమ గురుకుల పాఠశాలల స్కాట్లాండ్ బ్యాక్ పై బ్యాండ్ కంటింజెంట్.
The contingent is commanded by
ప్రభుత్వ ఆసుపత్రి 516 మందికి పరీక్షలు జరపగా మన రాష్ట్రంలో 2,38,570 మందికి పరీక్షలు నిర్వహించి దేశంలోనే ప్రథమ స్థానంలో నిలబడటం జరిగింది. అదే సమయంలో రాష్ట్రంలో కోవిడ్ వ్యాధి నిర్ధారణ అయిన వారంలో 99% 45 నుంచి 48 వరకు పెరిగింది. అటవీ సంరక్షణ కొరకు 193 బేస్ క్యాంపులు, 52 స్ట్రైకింగ్ ఫోర్సులు, 113 చెక్ పోస్టులు ఏర్పాటు చేయడం జరిగింది. పట్టణ వాసులకు ఆరోగ్యకరమైన వాతావరణాన్ని అందించడానికి నగర వనాలు ప్రారంభించడం జరిగింది. మొత్తం 23 నగర వనాలు గాను ఇప్పటి వరకు 22 నగర వనాలు పూర్తయ్యాయి. వైఎస్ఆర్ జగనన్నలే అటవుల్లో 13 లక్షల మొక్కల పెంపకానికి చేపట్టాం. ఇప్పుడు మన ముందుకు వస్తోంది పర్యాటక శాఖ శకటం. ఈ గణతంత్ర దినోత్సవ వేడుకలలో భాగంగా పర్యాటక శాఖ శకటాన్ని ఎంతో ఆకర్షణీయంగా రూపొందించారు. కలియుగ దైవం శ్రీ వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి వారి ఆనంద నిలయ గోపురం, అత్యంత ప్రాచుర్యం పొందిన దశావతారాలు, ఏనుగు అంబారి వంటి కొండపల్లి కొయ్య బొమ్మలు, ప్రపంచ ప్రసిద్ధిగాంచిన శాస్త్రీయ నృత్యం కూచిపూడి, నూతన పర్యాటక విధానం 2020-25తో పాటు రాష్ట్రంలో ఉన్న పలు ప్రముఖ పర్యాటక కేంద్రాలు మరియు ఆలయాలు, పర్యాటక విశేషాలను ఈ శకటం ద్వారా ప్రదర్శిస్తున్నారు. రాష్ట్రంలోని పర్యాటక ప్రాంతాలను ప్రపంచ స్థాయి పర్యాటక కేంద్రాలుగా అభివృద్ధి పరిచి దేశ విదేశాల నుండి పర్యాటకులను పెద్ద ఎత్తున ఆకర్షించే లక్ష్యంలో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం నూతన పర్యాటక విధానాన్ని రూపొందించింది. పర్యాటక రంగంలో పెట్టుబడులు పెట్టేందుకు ముందుకు వచ్చే పెట్టుబడిదారులకు పెద్ద ఎత్తున ప్రోత్సాహాన్ని స్ఫూర్తిని కలిగించే విధంగా ఈ నూతన పర్యాటక విధానం ఉంది. రాబోయే 5 సంవత్సరాలలో రాష్ట్ర పర్యాటక అభివృద్ధి వ్యూహానికి ఈ నూతన పర్యాటక విధానం మార్గదర్శకంగా నిలుస్తుంది. నిర్వహణ మూలధనం వర్కింగ్ క్యాపిటల్ సహాయం క్రింద 200 కోట్లను రీస్టార్ట్ ప్యాకేజ్ కింద బ్యాంకుల ద్వారా సహాయాన్ని అందించడం జరుగుతోంది. దేశ విదేశాలకు చెందిన పర్యాటకులను పెద్ద ఎత్తున
On the occasion of the 72nd Republic Day, I extend my greetings to the people of Andhra Pradesh, and I salute the founding fathers of our nation who have struggled to make India free, and the architect of our constitution which has laid down the guiding principle for us to progress with dignity and decorum. It is prudent here to recall what Prime Minister Narendra Modi had recently said, quoting legendary Telugu playwright and reformist Gurujaada Appa Rao by saying, Desamante Mati Koadoi, Desamante Manu Suloy. Very aptly, the preamble of our constitution begins with, we people. More than 7 decades ago, on this day, our constitution has come into effect, which has placed on our shoulders the responsibility to adhere to justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity, which are the main tenets of democracy. To the darkness, nobody has tested it. It's looking dark. The government has clear-cut agenda of all-round development of the state. It laid emphasis on education, medical and health, agriculture, and welfare. The government has launched numerous schemes to benefit all the sections of the people. The beneficiaries are selected in a transparent manner without any discrimination of caste, creed, religion, or political affiliation, and the schemes are implemented in 100% saturation mode. Before listing the details of the welfare schemes, the acumen with which our government had handled the COVID pandemic merits praise. We have passed through testing times. With the outbreak of COVID pandemic, and my government had effectively handled the situation, taking measures which have won accolades from across the country. With vaccination rolling out in days back, run has been smooth, and government has put in place the necessary infrastructure. Which includes storage and movement mechanism of the vaccines. We have to respect all faiths, and that is what our tradition has been. The recent distractions from the guiding principle laid down in the preamble of our constitution are very distressing. The government is very firm in safeguarding the social fabric which is spun by the colorful yarn of various faiths that reflects unity in diversity. While the government believes this principle in letter and spirit, some vested interests have been trying to whip up passions by instigating and restoring to unsavory incidents which are crude, meaningless, and are blessed with ulterior motives. Desecration, vandalism, arson, and all sorts of acts of insanity have no place in our society, and those responsible for the aberrations will be dealt with firmly by all means to restore peace and harmony in the state, which has been making rapid strides in the term of welfare and development. Housing for all, Navaratnalu. We established Vaikuntha Ekadasi and Christmas on December 25, with the government taking up the huge task of distributing nearly 31 lakh house sites in the poor and also begin the construction of houses. Such a program was never held in the country earlier. There are some hurdles for implementation of welfare schemes. However, government went ahead and distributed the house sites pattas in all litigation-free areas. It was not construction of houses, but a building of habitations with the 30.75 lakh beneficiaries, of which 28.30 lakh houses are coming up in 17,000 YSR Jagannatha layouts. In the first phase, construction of 15.60 lakh houses has commenced with a cost of 28,084 crores, and the remaining 12.70 lakh houses will be taken up soon. The government has acquired 68,361 acres of land worth rupees 23,535 crores, and the beneficiary would be given the choice either to build houses on their own, seek help for material components, or to delegate the work to the government in toto. Never before was such a massive exercise taken up by any government with clear markings, title deeds registered in the name of the woman of the household. TIDCO houses. The government has delivered sale agreements pertaining to 2.62 lakh TIDCO houses worth rupees 21,345 crores to eligible women beneficiaries in urban areas, of which 1,43,600 TIDCO houses of 300 SFT are handed over to for just ₹1. The transparency of the government is very much seen by one and all, with direct benefit transfer of amount to the beneficiaries, giving no scope for pilferage and corruption. Not long ago, people in the public life were worried as only 15 paisa of the rupees was reaching the intended sections. The answer has come in the form of a DBT by the government, which is crediting amount to beneficiaries directly with the click of a button in the pool gear of media and beneficiaries arising their views and happiness. On the first of every month, social security pensions are being dispersed at the doorstep to the old and disabled, putting an end to their ordeal of standing in long queues and foregoing the day's wage and complying with the temperamental functioning of the gadgets of the dispersing officers. Past examples have shown us that concentration of development at a singular place would lead to unrest and regional imbalances. The government is of the firm view that decentralization of development with Visakhapatnam as the executive capital, Amaravati being legislative capital, and Kurnool as the judicial capital would assure the balanced development of the region. Agriculture sector. The economy of our state is predominantly agrarian, and government is leaving no stone unturned to encourage agriculture and its allied fields, and has launched several pro-farmer schemes in the sector. Review these flowers. Vyasa Ritu Bharsa. Under Vyasa Ritu Bharsa, which has completed 2 rounds, rupees 13,500 is paid directly into the farmers' bank accounts in 3 installments for a period of 5 years, though it was promised only rupees 12,500 for 4 years, but was enlarged for the farmers' welfare. The government has already paid rupees 13,101 crore as Raitu Bharsa assistance, benefiting 51.59 lakh farmers, and ours is the only government to extend the benefit to the tenant farmers assigned lands on ROR and Pattas as well. YSR Ritu Bharsa Kendra. Put some right. Bharsa Kendra. Adjacent to village secretaries, 10,641 YSR Ritu Bharsa Kendras have been established to clear to the needs of our farmers. From seeds to sale of the agricultural produces, RBKs will be supply quality certified seeds, fertilizers and pesticides among others. Procurement agriculture produces. The government has established a price stabilization fund of rupees 3,000 crore to do market investment in the agriculture and horticulture produce. State Marketing Department has procured 14.96 lakh MTS of agriculture commodity worth rupees 5,460 crores, which is a record in Andhra Pradesh history. Out of this, more than rupees 2,500 crore was procured during lockdown period, which proves the government's commitment towards farmers. Put some light. Like never before, the government is handling over compensation for crop loss suffered in a season before the end of that particular season itself. Government has so far paid rupees 1,500.20 crore on the input subsidy covering 13.69 lakh farmers and 18.57 lakh acres of land, including the pending compensation. YSR Shunabhadi. Under YSR Shunabhadi Panta Runalu, the government has spent rupees 2,089 crores so far, benefiting 14.26 lakhs farmers. We can proudly say that we have cleared previous dues of Shunabhadi Panta Ranalu amounting to rupees 904 crores, covering 51.24 lakh farmers. Prior to agriculture sector. The government has spent rupees 17,430 crores towards free power subsidy to farmers sector, rupees 700 crores for new feeders to supply 9 hours uninterrupted free quality power during daytime. YSR free crop insurance. After formation of this government, an amount of rupees 1,960 crores settled towards crop insurance claims, benefiting 3.67 lakh farmers, was distributed. The largest number of farmers, 49.81 lakh farmers and 45.96 lakh hectares have been brought under insurance cover in 2009 to 2020 by implementing YSR pre-crop insurance. The premium on behalf of farmers was paid by state government itself. YSR Jalkala, fulfilling the promise made to farmers, the government will drill 2 lakh bore well and provide motors free to cost under this scheme across the state in 4 years, including an expenditure of around rupees 4,000 crores, thereby providing irrigation facility to an additional 5 lakh acres of agricultural land. Andhra Pradesh Amul Pala Veluva. Fulfilling another promise, the government has taken up a major initiative to ensure additional income of at least rupees 5 to 7 per litre milk to each and every dairy farmer. For this, an MOU has been signed with Amul to help dairy farmers. This will do away with the middleman in milk procurement, which will now be done through women cooperative societies and ensure payment in 10 days to milk procurers. Establishment of automated milk collection centers, but milk cooling units and processing units in 9,899 villages across the state is in progress. Jagananna Jiva Karanth, aiming to provide stable income and better livelihood to women farmers, my government has started distributing of 2,49,151 sheep goat units across the state with an expenditure of rupees 1,869 crores. Education sector. The syntax of education was given a new meaning by promoting government schools, revamping them and dusting out of dilapidated look and going for a total makeover and providing facilities like running water, toilets, furniture, fixtures, kitchen set, staff and other amenities. No wonder there has been a steady flow of new students from other schools to government schools. Jagananna Amabodhi. Under Jagananna Amabodhi, the government deposits rupees 15,000 per annum in the bank accounts of mothers for sending her children to school, as the state believes that no mother should stop sending her children to school due to poverty. The government deposited the amount for the second year in a row in January. Jagananna Vidya Kanuka. Jagananna Vidya Kanuka kits are provided to children for students of class 1 to 10, comprising 3 pair of uniform, text and notebooks, bags, shoes, and 3 pairs of socks. As soon as the school reopens, the government has spent rupees 648 crores so far to benefit 42,34,322 students. In order to ensure qualitative, tasty and nutritious midday meal is served to the children, the revamped midday meal program has been launched in the name of Jaganana Goru Mudda since 21st January 2020. Another innovative and most useful practical program of the government is the introduction of English medium from class 1 to class 6. English medium enables our poor children to compete globally and nationally with children from affluent families. Medical and health sectors. Arogya Mahabhagyam, health is wealth. YSR Arugya Asara. Under YSR Arugya Asara, financial assistance of rupees 225 per day and up to rupees 5,000 per month with the paid during the post-operative reoccupation period for patients, and the state has so far paid rupees 2,000 crores covering 3.7 lakh beneficiaries. YSR Kanti Velgu, the government has spent rupees 53.85 crores under YSR Kanti Velgu covering 67.69 lakh students. In the first and second phases, screening was conducted in 60,401 schools. The third phase is in progress. Pre-operations and pre-specialists will be given to the needy under this program. A total of rupees 560 crores will be spent on the scheme in 6 phases. Nadu Nedu. Under Nadu Nedu, the government hospitals are being upgraded to the national standards. In addition to the existing 11 teaching hospitals, 16 more along with the nursing colleges with 8,000 crores will come up. 3 new cancer hospitals and kidney specialist hospitals will be established soon. 6 multi-special hospitals are to be set up in ITDs. As part of this program, 1147 PSCs, 28 area hospitals, 14 district hospitals and 191 community health centers are being modernized. The government is taking up the program with a cost of rupees 16,300 crores. True character, grit and determination of the individual or institution is revealed during the times of adversity. COVID pandemic has challenge to the entire humanity, and I can proudly say my government has successfully risen up to the challenge and countered the menace. A few measures that were taken in this regard are: we have established 19 public and private hospitals and Category 1 dedicated COVID hospitals, 57 hospitals. As Category 2 dedicated COVID health centers, 275 hospitals. As Category 3 COVID care centers, to ensure optimal utilization of resources and to provide maximum care to COVID-19 patients in Andhra Pradesh. Government has rolled out vaccinations program for COVID-19 pandemic as per the guidelines issued by the Government of India. The state government machinery is actively involved in the vaccination program. 11 lakh doses of vaccines is received in the state. The vaccination program was launched by the Chief Minister on 16th at GGH Vijayawada. In the first phase, 3.8 lakh health workers and 8 lakh other frontline departments staff will be vaccinated. Another 1 crore persons aged 50 and above and those with comorbidities will also be vaccinated in the next phase in the state. Women welfare. We believe that women of household are more discerning and responsible when it comes to management of family resources. The government is working towards empowering women and caring for their safety and security. YSR Chautha. The government has run to YSR Chautha scheme, which provides financial assistance to women belonging to SC, ST, BC and minorities who are in the age group of 45 to 60 years. They will be receiving rupees 75,000 in 4 years at the rate of 18,750 per year. The government is spending a total amount of rupees 17,000 crore to benefit 23 lakh women. Your land, our assurance. The government is in partnership with the Survey of India launched Comprehensive Land Survey 2020 with advanced technology like drones, curves, rovers. This gigantic exercise is taking up after 100 years for protection of our lands and properties. Commenced on 21st December 2020, the entire exercise will be completed by January 2023 with a cost of rupees 1,000 crore. The survey guarantees permanent property title with government guarantees. Other welfare schemes. The state government has left no stone unturned to reach out to last man of the society and provide succor to the needy. YSR Matsyakara Bharasa. The government is committed for the welfare of the fishermen, and under Matsyakara Bharasa we have extended assistance to those engaged in fishing with the mechanized and modernized fishing boats. Of rupees 10,000 each family during fishing ban period to 1,09,231 families of fishermen. A sum of rupees 211.70 crore has been spent in span of 2 years. Recognition of forest rights, pattas, to benefit tribals in scheduled areas and to see that no tribal family is left out without land in the state, and to ensure every tribal family gets at least 2 acres of land in the name of women members of the family. Within the purview of ROR, a program was launched on 2nd October 2020 to distribute 3 lakh acres of land to 1.58 lakh tribal families. This state 2,15,000 acres of land is distributed to 1.10 lakh tribal families. The allotted lands are digitally surveyed with foolproof security from land disputes. OSR Raitu Bharosa assistance of rupees 13,500 per year under OSR Raitu Bharosa is extended as an added benefit to every eligible tribal family. The government is committed to all the round development of the state with a focused approach to attract industry into the state. Andhra Pradesh is ranked number 1 in 2019 as per the State Business Reform Action Plan released by the Government of India and World Bank. The state is seeing a sustained interest from global and domestic investors. Investment to a tune of rupees 28,242 crores is resulting employment generation up to 1,01,667 under large scale and MSMEs. Irrigation, the major thrust. Polavaram irrigation project was taken up with revised estimate cost of rupees 55,548.87 crores to stabilize the existing ICUT of 23.5 lakh acres and to provide irrigation facility to 7.2 lakh acres new ICUT, including drinking water requirement of 4.46 TMC to 30 lakh people and 5.34 TMC to industrial needs. The government is committed to supply irrigation water by gravity to Kharif crop of 2022, and its land acquisition and rehabilitation works will be completed by the end of 2022. Raisalama drought mitigated program is taken up at a cost of rupees 39,000 crore for mitigation of famine in Raisalama, Nellore and Prakasam districts, and to avoid migration of people from these areas. Canals upgradation and modernization work of all reservoirs in those districts are also taken up to fill them with the flood water coming to Srisalam reservoir within a short flood period. Good governance. Employees are the wheels of the governance, and they are instrumental in converting government policies and plan into action for the benefit of the people. The government is committed to employee welfare and has taken up various revolutionary initiatives. For the first time, the government has provided weekly of facility to police personnel, increase the salary of contract employees, fixing with minimum time scales. A cabinet subcommittee was formed to look into the issue of contributory pension scheme and problems of contract employees. Government at the doorstep to change the rural landscape of decentralized administration. My government has set up village and ward secretariats to bring governance to the doorstep of people. It was the government's vision to provide services at doorstep and over 4 lakh jobs, which in itself is a record of sorts. This happened just in 4 months after my government took over. Government has set up 11,162 village secretaries and 3,842 ward secretaries to clear the needs of population of 2,000 in rural areas and to 4,000 in urban areas. There are 11 permanent staff and 40 volunteers to deliver about 540 services in a time-bound manner to the beneficiaries in each secretariat. All the 50 persons would be locals, which is an added advantage. In place of low-quality rice supply during previous regime, my government will be supplying better quality, short text, Swarna variety, medium standard rice, putting an end to queues in front of the ration shops, fraudulent weighing, black marketing, and other irregularities in public distribution system. The government is launching door delivery or ration from 1st February 2021 with an additional expenditure of 830 crores per year to facilitate this 9,260 mobile dispensing units have been launched recently. In this end, I am confident that the government, with the young cabinet, is striving hard to make the state into a role model in the country. Andhra Pradesh state is and will remain as the most favored destination to the investors, tourists, and a wonderful state to live in. As a tribute to the architect of a constitution, a 125-feet Ambedkar statue is coming up in the heart of Vijayawada city with a memorial park. I conclude by once again extending my greetings to the people of Andhra state on the occasion of the Republic Day. Joy Hind.
Second best armed contingent.
First prize, Gruha Nirmana Sakha Sekatam. We request Madam Sri Lakshmi IAS, Principal.
Second prize, Vyavasaya Sekha. Played.
सलामी देगा